Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jacob bringing you another brand new video. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys were really well entertained by CWL Nola this weekend. What a wild, wild, wild weekend it was. It was just nuts. It's also amazing. So for some of you who don't know, this weekend was CWL Nola. And again, back to back, TK took CWO Nola. I couldn't be more excited. This weekend for me and a lot of people that I was keeping in touch with was just filled with frustration, excitement, more frustration, more excitement, hair pulling, jumping out of chairs, almost going through the ceiling, constant yelling, face turning red, because this was a wild weekend. Now, Friday was kind of a breeze. There was no struggles for TK whatsoever. Saturday, I think, was about the same. I really didn't watch it Saturday. I was hanging out with another friend of mine, so I tried to keep on tabs with it on Twitter. I was just trying to catch, whoever was tweeting here and there. And come Sunday, wow. Sunday was a battle royale. They played against Luminosity, which, by the way, GG's to Luminosity. Them coming from the losers bracket, they really, really brought the heat. I mean, it was just insane. And they beat them in the first best of 5, so they had to go to a second best of 5. And TK turned it around. I mean, just it made a lot of us speechless. I mean, just some of the stuff they pulled, it was like they were just pulling all these tricks out of a hat. I mean, it's just it was basically when you got to the point where you thought it was done and over with. TK said, nah, we're not done. And they just came through. Probably one of the best highlights as of right now. There's plenty. Trust me, there's plenty of highlights if you haven't seen any, but the best one right now would have to be Hardpoint on London Docks. I mean, it was just ticking down. Luminosity was just reaching that 250. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us were thinking, well, all right, GG's Luminosity. There's still more maps to play. And out of nowhere, TK just comes blowing in. Now, Luminosity, they were on the second to last hard point, but time was just running low because TK kept pushing in, trying to push them. I believe it was the dock house. I think it's what it's called. I'm not very good with names of different areas of maps, so it's basically, we'll just call it the dock house. So TK took it. They actually held that point most of the time between the rotations, so they had a good idea where to set up, where basically where every player should be at. And Luminosity comes in, and they take it from it, but of course TK put up a fight before Luminosity took it. And it wasn't enough time for Luminosity to win the hard point, so they had to go to the barrel room. And just when we thought Luminosity was going to take that hard point match, TK comes barreling in just full force. I mean, I'm talking like kicking in the front door, not even knocking, and just surprised everyone with the comeback. That clutch up was too close for comfort. It was just too close for comfort. Every match had everybody on edge. But once again, TK pulled through, and they took CWO Nola, and I couldn't be more happy. Some of y'all may think I'm just being a bandwagoner, and that's completely fine, even though TK has had fans since, when they started. But that's none of my business, but not trying to throw shade, but I guess kind of trying to throw shade, because there was a lot of that going on. But we're not going to talk about negative. We're talking about positive. A lot of highlights from this weekend. It was a crazy weekend, and there's just a bunch of plays and moves that we're making talk about. Chino's 3-piece, with his first one being the last bullet, headshotting someone through a wall. Accuracy's 3-piece, where he could have walked in, shot the first person in the back, but he decided, no, I'm going to line them up and just 3-piece for the win. It was magnificent. Kenny had really good plays. Theory had good plays. This CWL, they brought a lot of different plays to the table, and they brought a lot of more surprises. I mean, just when they shocked us and surprised us back in Dallas, they come back to Nola, and surprise us even more. I mean, this has been a good year for TK. Really has been a good year. And yes, I'm being a suck up. I know. You ain't gotta tell me. I know. And it's been a wonderful year. Like I said before, I said World War II was their year, and they're proving it right now. They've gone back to back. Anaheim is in March, so there's gonna be a lot of people expecting a lot from them. I have good faith in them. I know right now they're probably on that grind, practicing and getting ready for Anaheim. Even though it is just a few months away, that's not a whole lot of time, but I cannot wait for Anaheim. Well, they might surprise us even more with, different whatever. So, but this weekend was a great weekend, wonderful weekend. Had everybody on edge. I mean, if you were to see me in here, sitting on my chair right here, I mean, I was losing my mind. I was jumping. I was screaming. I'm surprised I didn't get a noise complaint from anybody, because I was yelling loud enough to where people probably thought I was getting murdered. So, but once again, TK are CWO champions, back to back. This is literally history in the making. I don't care what anybody has to say. If y'all want to give me shit for being a bandwagoner, go right ahead. I really don't care. For those who are with me on this, this is history in the making. This really is. I mean, I've said this before, but I always bring it up because it's a perfect example. Last time their best year was back in Black Ops 2. Struggled, but here they are now. They're clearing doubts. They're taking names, kicking ass, and it's wonderful. And that just proves with dedication, determination, and the will to keep going, even when it seems dark, and you just keep going, you will eventually succumb, climb over the mountain, you will defeat every tough obstacle. And I know I said this the last video, but apply that to every single thing you do, you will succeed. That's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys later.
Wouldn't be the first time I done it, going hundreds. It wouldn't be the first time I done it, going hundreds. First time I done